Good morning. My name is Vincent Garcia. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to correctly fill out the request for certification form that we require in the VA office here at St. Philip's College in order to process your VA benefits. Let's get started. Once you're done signing up for classes or you need help signing up for classes, you'll email your advisor, who you were assigned by your last name. If your last name is A through GA, it will be me, Vincent Garcia. If your last name is GE through N, it'll be Miss Alicia Stolte. If your last name is O through Z, you'll be getting a hold of Mr. Tony Gable. Once you're done signing up for classes, you'll simply email them, and what they will do is they will email you a link for a request for certification. When you get that link, you'll get what's called a DocuSign page. Here in a little bit, I'm going to show you the DocuSign page and the steps afterward in which you'll need to correctly fill out and submit your forms. So once you get the email, you're simply going to click on the request for certification link, and you should receive a page like this. You'll simply enter your name and your email, and then hit begin signing. Once you do this, you should receive a secondary email. This email might come in your junk folder or your spam folder. Please check those folders in whatever email you request the form through. From here, you click on review documentation. You'll be taken to a page that looks like this. Once you're on this page, you'll simply scroll down to these sections here. These are for all first-time students. There might be other documentation that we will require, and we'll let you know this in the email that we send you. But these are the normally standard paperwork we need for all VA and Hazelwood documents. Once you get to page 5, is when the actual request for certification starts. It's pretty cut and dry and simple from the top to the bottom. There are a few steps that people get confused about, which I'm going to help you with. First off, number 1, you're going to be using your NRID. That is your student ID number. It normally starts with a 901 or a 900. From here, you'll choose your home college. That college is whatever VA office's campus you're submitting your documentation through. Now, if your home campus doesn't match the school you're wanting to submit your documents through, you'll need to fill out what's called a change of primary institution form. So once you complete this section, you'll simply pick the school: Northeast Lakeview, Northwest Vista, Palo Alto College, St. Philip's College, or SAC. For us, it's going to be St. Philip's College. The next is the date of request. You're always going to put the date that you're applying for the class. So it's going to be today or whatever date you apply for the request. And then, of course, it's going to be your last name and first name. And then your ACE's email. Your ACE's email is normally your login username at student.alamo.edu. So it should be J, Doe, and maybe some letters. If you do not know what your username is, simply email your advisor and they'll be able to help you with that so you can get to log into ACES and submit your documents very accurately. Your date of birth, of course, is the date in which you were born. Cut and dry. And the street address is the current street address where you're permanently located at right now. So 3 School Street. This is going to be in San Antonio. And then, of course, Texas. Zip code 78100. From here, you'll simply enter your phone number, and you have to enter an emergency contact number as well. So we'll enter my office number here, and then we'll enter for the emergency contact, the number for our office. Now, if you've changed your address since the first time you've done your paperwork, it's going to be yes or no to the change of address. If it's a change of address, yes, it lets us know that we need to update the VA system so that they can send you all paperwork you're going to need to the correct address. Okay, click no. Social Security number is going to be the person who's using the benefit at the time. So normally it's a student, spouse, dependent. It's never going to be the veteran unless it's the veteran using the benefits. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. And then normally for the degree, it's either an Associate of Arts, an Associate of Science, an Associate of Applied Science, or Associate of Arts in Teaching. Some of you also may be going for your level 1 or level 2 certificates. You'll choose the correct option for your degree or certificate. Going to go with an AA, and then it's going to be the field of study in which your degree is in. This is going to be liberal arts. From here, scroll down. You'll either choose which you are. If you're the veteran using benefits, if you're the family member / spouse, it means you're the wife or the husband of the veteran using benefits. This would be if you are the dependent child using the veteran's benefits that have been transferred to you. Active duty is if you were active duty and using tuition assistance or any other active duty benefit to go to school. The year requested is always going to be the year in which that semester is being taught. For instance, for summer 2021, we'd simply enter 2021. And then you would choose which semester you are applying for the benefit to be used. Keep in mind, you have to submit documentation every semester you are signed up for class. It's not an automatic process, and if we don't get paperwork, we don't certify you, we do not pay for your classes. You must reach out to your advisor every semester or every time you sign up for classes. From here, you simply enter what's on your schedule. So I'm only going to enter one class. It's going to be very simple. The very first class all students have to take when they get here, unless they're transferring with a lot of credits, is EDUC 1300, Learning Frameworks. So looking at your class schedule, the second number in all course numbers is the credit hours. So EDUC 1300 is a 3-hour class. From here, all we require is that 4-digit letter, 4-digit number for this section, EDUC 1300. We don't need the full name of the course. We just need the course name and number. For here, it's whatever semester you're in. So we offer 7 different semesters during the summer. The most notables are the Summer 8-2, Summer 1, and Summer 2. If you're confused about what the terms are, simply email your advisor, and we'll be glad to answer those type of questions. For Summer 1, it's normally June through July. Summer 2 is July through August. Summer 8 Week 2 is June 7th to July 29th. And so on and so on. Every semester has their own terms. Fall, we normally offer a 16-week, a Flex 1, Flex 2, and we offer the very rare 10-week or 12-week courses. Now, keep in mind, there's also Maymester for summers and Wintermesters for the spring term. Those semesters are extremely condensed. Normally, it's 16 weeks packed into 2.5 to 3 weeks, where you're going to school every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, sometimes Friday. Keep that in mind when also applying for your benefits, that you want to make sure you don't sign up for 3 Flex 1s and 1 Flex 2, because if you're using a VA benefit, you might not be full-time and receive the full BAH for your benefits. So let's just say for this class, it's Summer 1. Simply put, SU1 or type out Summer 1. The college is the college that the class is being taught at. Just because you're a St. Philip's College student doesn't mean you can't take classes at other campuses. We only require that you take 25% of your classes at the home campus in which you want to graduate from. For instance, if you take 3 classes at Palo Alto College, but the rest are at St. Philip's College, that is perfectly fine. So let's say, for instance, I'm taking this class at Northwest Vista. You'd simply put NVC. And then from here, scroll down to get to the next section. Notice that your banner ID and name have already been inputted into this section. That helps. From here, I'm going to break down each benefit as they are used. For many veterans, there's 4 different benefits you can use. Chapter 30 Montgomery GI Bill. It's completely different from the Chapter 1606 GI Bill, which is for Reserve and National Guards. The Montgomery GI Bill is a benefit that every veteran and military member paid $100 for their first year every month. It's a benefit that pays you close to around $1,800 to $2,000. And veterans have to apply for it. You don't automatically get approved for your benefits. You have to apply through vets.gov. The certificate that lets you know that you are eligible for the benefit normally comes within 5 to 6 weeks after you apply for the benefit. Then there's also Chapter 31. It's a disability benefit for veterans who are over 20% disabled who wish to go into the workforce using this benefit. What the benefit does, it pays for all tuition and fees, all books, gives you a monthly housing stipend, as well as possibility for getting laptops, printers, as well as supplies for your degree if it's a technical degree like automotive or medical. You have to actually apply through the Frank Tejeda Medical Center in order for this benefit to take effect. You might not get approved for this. You still have to apply. Then, of course, there's the most standard that everyone uses, well, mostly everyone uses, is Chapter 33, the post 9/11 GI Bill. This benefit pays for a good majority of the tuition and fees. The one major fee that everyone gets confused is the instructional material fees. The VA considers this a book fee and not a traditional tuition and fee. With most of your GI Bill benefits, they pay for books and supplies through a book stipend. For the post 9/11, you get $1,000 per academic year. It's normally fall through summer, $1,000. They separate this up through the semesters depending on your credit hours that you're taking. So the VA won't pay for your instructional material fee because they give you that monthly housing stipend, or I'm sorry, the book stipend. It's a morning right now. And then of course there's the Chapter 35. That is a strictly dependent and spousal benefit. What this means is if the veteran or military member was killed in action, missing in action, 100% service-connected disabled, then the spouse or the dependent can apply for this benefit. What this benefit does is it pays the dependent or spouse a monthly housing stipend of around $1,200 to go to school full-time. What the Chapter 35 does not do is pay for tuition and fees. Sometimes a student is also eligible to use state benefits like Hazelwood. The state benefit for Hazelwood covers 150 hours of tuition and fees, not including the instructional material. To qualify for Hazelwood, the veteran himself must have joined the military out of the state of Texas. If they joined in North Carolina, Florida, or have no home of record or place of entry Texas, then they are not eligible for Hazelwood. If they had the place of entry and home of record as Texas, then they also have to be at least 181 days or 6 months of active duty, not including training. And then if they qualify for that, the last thing that we require is that the veteran be honorably discharged or general under honorable conditions. If they meet all of that, then the veteran is eligible for 150 hours through the state of Texas to go to school. The Hazelwood does not pay for monthly housing stipend, so for Chapter 35, most dependents and spouses, if the veteran is eligible for 35, then the students themselves are eligible for their own 150 Hazelwood hours. So they can use the Hazelwood to pay for school and then use the 35 to cover tuition or cover your monthly BAH. When it comes to VA benefits, you have to take classes that fall under your degree plan. If you're following a automotive class, you can't take a culinary arts class. Technically, you can. The VA will not pay for it and will not certify it. You'll have to cover those classes out of pocket. So make sure that when you're signing up for classes, all the classes fall on the degree plan. Required classes are good. Recommended classes are not. A lot of our medical programs recommend HITT 1305, medical terminology. That's only covered by about 2 of the degrees we offer at St. Philip's College. A recommended course cannot be used for VA. Even though it's recommended by the program, it must be required and show on the degree plan. From here, you have the comment section. So we're just going to choose Chapter 31. For Chapter 31, you get what's called a PO number from your advisor at Frank Tejeda. When you get that number, we ask that you provide the PO number here. It's normally a 36 number and then a few digits after that. That lets us know that you are using 31. You have been approved to use 31. From here, the deferment. A lot of people get this confused. The deferment is there if you're using a benefit that does not pay tuition and fees, and you want to get the tuition and fees date pushed back 60 days from the start of the term. What this does is for the VA benefits that don't pay for tuition and fees, it gives you time to start getting those BAH payments in so you can start making the payments and not get dropped from your classes for non-payment. So again, this is only for students who are using a VA benefit that does not pay for tuition and fees. Chapter 31, 33, and Hazelwood all pay for tuition and fees. Chapter 30, 35, and 1606 do not pay for tuition and fees. Those benefits, unless you're using Hazelwood in conjunction, you would apply for the deferment unless you've already made payments for your degree or for your bill. Like I said, this takes the date of the due date 60 days from the first day of class. So you have at least a month and a half in order to start receiving payments so you can make the payments to the school. If you're using a GI Bill that pays for the tuition and fees, that BAH that comes in goes to you for your expenses. And then simply from here, you would sign and date. Now, if this is your first time doing benefits, You simply sign John Doe. It should automatically have this in there. Just adopt and sign. I'm not sure what it's asking. After you're done signing, it's going to tell you to change of address. I forgot to choose that one. From here, it's going to have you. I'm sorry. There you go. Attach a file. If this is your first time submitting benefits, there's a lot of documentation we require from you. We cannot accept any documentation for policy over email. Any documents we receive over email will be automatically deleted. All documents have to be sent to us through a secure server. DocuSign is our secure way of sending documents to us. So you simply click here and upload all the files that we require. We don't require original copies. Any copy would work. We just need to be able to read it clearly, legibly, and you have to provide all the documents to us. The last document we require is a schedule. We cannot take any of those weekly course schedule, weekly glances. We have to have what's called the student detail schedule. From here, access this, you simply log into your ACEs. From here, you would go to student to log in. And then from here, you'd simply scroll down just a little bit, TC Student Tools. Once you click on Student Tools or go to Student Tools, you click on Course Schedule. From here is another confusing part for students. When you look at for your term, you see a lot of CE and COM terms. These terms cannot be used for VA benefits. They are completely different programs. Students must only follow fall, summer, or spring and their year terms. So like I said, I chose summer 21. So I would simply click on summer 2021. I would not click on CE summer, or COM summer. I won't choose on any of those because I don't qualify for those. It'll tell me that I'm not signed up for classes. Or when you go to register, it'll tell you that you can't register for classes. You have to choose either fall, summer, spring, no CE or COM. So I click on summer and submit. I don't have classes because I've already graduated from Palo Alto College twice. It's a great feeling, and that's our goal as advisors, to get you there. So when you have your screen, you'll simply hit Control P. You're not going to print. You're going to select an option from your printer, Microsoft Print to PDF. What this does is it saves your schedule as an actual PDF document that you can attach to your form. We have to have the student detail schedule, which I just shown you. We have to deny your applications if there's no schedule attached to the form. We have to be able to see the dates and times you're going to classes, if they're on campus or not, and we have to be able to check your classes with your degree. The student detail schedule is the best way for us to do that, and we ask that you apply that to your benefits, or apply that to your schedule, or the form. So once you're done and attach all of that, you'll simply hit submit. Once you hit submit, you'll get an email saying it's been submitted, and it'll go to us. We'll pull it to our file, our email file, and we'll work on it. Once we've completed it and get it ready for certification, you'll receive what's called a received email for DocuSign. If we have to decline it for any reason, you will get a declined email. Once you receive it, it's not necessarily completed. We still have to go in and process the benefits. For VA benefits, we can only process benefits up to 90 days out from the term. So if you, what we're going to do is we're going to put your student email in the VA file you, and you'll get notifications to your VA once email or your ACES email stating you've been certified through the VA. So at this point, we are concluded. If you have any questions, please let us know. Our contact information is as follows. For me, Vincent Garcia, again, I deal with all students A through GA. My phone number is 210-486-2522. My email is vgarcia365@alamo.edu. Alicia Stolte deals with all students GE through N. Her phone number is 210-486-2539. Her email is Stolte, that's ASTOLTE, the number 2, @alamo.edu. And last but not least, Tony Gable. His phone number is 2521. And he can be reached at lgable@alamo.edu. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we look forward to helping you. Welcome to St. Philip's College.